Guys came back with a great spirit today. It was good to have Michael Divinity out at practice. It's going to be a couple of days before Terrence Marshall practices. I think he's going to be okay. He should be okay by the beginning of next week. D-Lou is going to take a little while, but there's a possibility that he will play. We're not sure yet. We just got to play it by ear. But other than that, the guys were ready to go today. Clyde practiced today, no limitations, ready to go.
Ed, when you say no limitations on Clyde, you're confident that whatever you want to do with him, he'll be good.
I feel that right now, Jack said, Jack usually says limited or something like that. He was full go today, and he felt good. Obviously, we're not gonna scrimmage, or the next time he's gonna go full tilt is gonna be a game day, but I think he's gonna be fine.
So he's not cutting yet?
Oh yeah, he's cutting and doing stuff at night. But not full speed, not overdoing it. But tomorrow he'll practice with the ones, and he'll be in there full tilt.
Coach, this entire season it's been about the next game. That's the most important one. This is the last game, win or lose of the season. Just that added significance of this time is win or go home.
Yeah, our guys have done a great job of focusing on the task at hand every week. And I told them, I said every week they've worked towards this goal. And now is our time to play our best football. The only way we play our best football is focus on the fundamentals and the task at hand on a daily process. We can't make this game bigger than life. Obviously, it is a big game. We all know that. But it's about playing LSU standard performance, and that's all it's going to be. We're not going to make it bigger than life.
Coach, when you look at your career path up against Dabo Swinney's, it's pretty similar. Both interim coaches taking over a program, both labeled as team guys, players, coaches. Any coincidence that you guys are playing in the national championship?
I think you got great players and great assistant coaches and great schools. You got to be at a top school to be doing what we're doing and attract the type of coaches that we can. And LSU, I've always thought, was the best school in the country to coach. And I'm sure he thinks Clemson's the same place. And first of all, you got to look at the school you're at. First of all, then you got to look at your players. It starts with your quarterback and your skilled players that we have, and the cohesiveness and our coaching staff. I think I have the best coaching staff in the country, and I'm sure he feels the same way. So I think it's a combination of a lot of things that got to go right.
What jumped out on film about Clemson that you saw?
The play of Trevor Lawrence. The way I thought he took the game in his hands. I thought he made some big plays on that quarterback draw, the runs he makes. The play of their big-time playmakers. Atan's really fast. The scheme that they have, the little fake power, and they ran a little angle route with him, and they're winners. I think it's 29 games in a row. On defense, they're fast. Brent Venables will call blitzes and dial them up. It's going to be a challenge. It'll be a good challenge.
Some people underestimate Joe Burrow's running ability. Do you think the same thing kind of happens with Lawrence?
Well, I don't know. Before this game, I probably would have, but not after I saw him. I mean, he's a big cat that can run, especially when he gets out of space. So he won't be underestimated with us. We respect him so much. We had John Trey Kirkland running his plays today, and John Trey is very, very fast. And we think that obviously he's not as fast as John Trey, but John Trey will give us a good look.
You talked about on the teleconference, but just how much of a boost is it having Michael Divinity back while you're just also playing a lot better than at the earlier?
First of all, just like getting a player in free agency or getting a player back from an injury, it boosts your whole team up. And I got to give Mike credit. It's his senior year. He fought through it. He went through some tough times. He went through adversity like we all had, but he stuck at it. And now he gets to play in the national championship in his hometown. What a tremendous boost for our football team, especially on our pass rush. He's going to start on our dime unit. He came in today and did a phenomenal job. We're going to play him as much as we can.
Do you play them a lot the way you played Jalen Hurts? Is it about keeping Trevor Lawrence contained? Does that become maybe the first mission?
You have to. You can't let him beat you. And but the only thing with Trevor, he can beat you with his feet and his arm. That's the difference. I think that with Jalen, not that he couldn't throw the ball, but I think Trevor's more of a drop back passer. But he has become prevalent with running the ball and beating you with his feet. So we have to have a combination of both. There's some big receivers out there. Obviously, you have to play some man-to-man to put another safety in the box. And there's big receivers, and you have to win one-on-one. And then we have to play a safety over the top. And then we have to tackle Trevor in space. So it's going to be a combination. I do believe Dave Aranda's coaching his best football right now. We're playing our best football as the defense, and he'll be ready.
When you're coaching college athletes, there's always that fear there's going to be that one Saturday where they don't have it, they're not focused or whatnot. Have you a team that's been as locked in as this team has been Saturday to Saturday?
You're always concerned about that before the game, and to be honest, I felt a little low before this game, and because of the circumstances that happened right before the game, I think a couple of players might have found out or something. I talked to Tommy Moffitt. There was a little concern, but we went out pregame warm-up. It was no different, and then we started fast. You know, the amount of touchdowns that we scored, we went 3 and out on defense. So we haven't had a bad game yet. Not that the team wasn't ready or nothing like that. I think it shows the leadership and the direction of the assistant coaches. I think they do a great job.
That starts with Joe.
No question. Starts with Joe, you know, and look, Kellerman Chasson and Rashard Lawrence. Those guys on defense are stepping up, man. Lloyd Cushenberry's always been there. Clyde's been there. I have a lot of leaders.
Coach, you mentioned you have so much respect for Coach Venables, and you know you've got a long history with him. What's it like going up against a mind like
Yeah. Well, you know this, that he's going to have a game plan. I thought his game plan in last year's game against Alabama was phenomenal. You know, the things that he did gave them problems, gave the quarterback problems, his disguise and his coverages. They had some interception. I thought his defense played phenomenal. His defense's rise in big-time games. He's going to call a good game. He's going to have a game plan. We're going to have to figure it out. It's going to be a chess match. But, you know, I like our guys, too. I think Steve Ensminger and Joe, with the combination that we have, is going to be a tremendous chess match the whole night.
Is there anybody else that disguises that way that y'all seen?
Well, you know, I tell you got to give Kevin Steele credit. You know, I think what Auburn held us to 23 points or something like that. Whatever they did, I thought Kevin Steele did a good job. And you know, this is a copycat league. The things that defenses did well against us, I'm sure we're going to see some of it. The thing that offenses did well against us, I'm sure we're going to see some of it.
The majority of the team being from Louisiana, to have this opportunity to play for a championship in New Orleans, right down the road from Baton Rouge, just how special is that unique opportunity?
I think it means a little bit more. I really do. That all their families are going to be in the stadium. I think the ride down there is going to be special. I think when we get in that dome, it's going to be an all-time high, and these guys understand that. You know, most of the guys grew up here wanting to play in the dome in high school, playing the state championship, and they know the magnitude of the Sugar Bowl when LSU has played in the Sugar Bowl, and especially the national championship. When it just so happens that when it's in New Orleans, we seem to be there. So it's gonna mean a lot, but that's not going to win the game. As soon as the ball kicked off, it's just like a fight, man. You get the first punch, and that's it. All that stuff's out the window. You got to win.
Where's Ed Ingram at now compared to when you first got back?
Say it again.
Where's Ed Ingram at now compared to when he first
He's
got
doing
back?
well. Ed is playing well. He can start. He just hasn't been able to beat out Adrian McGee, but Adrian's going to play right. He's going to play left, and if we have to play the game that way, we feel good about it.
Now that he's back, does Michael have to work his way back into a role, or do you kind of?
He's going to start. He's going to start on the dime package. I trust Mike. Mike's a senior. I think that he paid a big price by sitting out, coming back. He could have left the team and trained for the NFL. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to stay with his team. He felt that we was going to be in this game, so I think that he's been practicing. He's been doing everything else, so he's not going to be punished. He did what he's supposed to do, and he's ready to play.
And before the Georgia Southern game, you were asked about your offense, and you said, I do think we're going to be great because of our quarterback. From then to 14 games later, did you have any idea then, seriously, that it could be this good?
No, I couldn't imagine. I never thought of records. I thought we could win every game with Joe and with the players we had. I thought that we, with the schedule and the teams that we had at home, I thought that the schedule, when I looked at the schedule in the summer, I said, you know what, there's a possibility we could win every game. Now, I didn't know we would. But I had no idea that we'd break all the records that we're doing right there. And it's not about the records, it's about the wins, but it's been phenomenal. The most prolific offense in SEC history. Nobody ever dreamed that at the beginning of the year.
Just what about the staff being able to adjust? Joe keeps saying that, he doesn't need to watch tape anymore. They never show it on film, what they do on the field. Just how able are they to adjust to what the defense is doing?
Yeah. It's part of the system. And you can adjust with smart players. And it starts with Coach Ensminger. I think he's done a tremendous job. And Joe, they know this offense, and they know that I believe that anything defensive give them, we have an answer. But obviously, you can call the right play out there, but the players got to execute, and I think that's the difference. We can call the right play, but the players are going to execute, and Joe's going to make the right decision. I think the biggest thing that we've done this year, besides the play of the offensive line, is us catching the football. I think our wide receivers have done a tremendous job of catching the ball as opposed to last year.
Grant, I mean, the way the defense has played the last 3-4 games or so, how much has Grant Delpit's help being part of that?
You know, Grant is playing more comfortable now. Grant is making plays. He's not like in the limelight up there, and just, man, he's just being a guy, being a player. I think the pressure's off of him. I think that he's more into his role right now. He's healthy and he's playing phenomenal. I think it's helped him. I think at the beginning of the year he was hurt. He missed some tackles, didn't play as well. I think that the pressure could have got a little too high right there, but I think it's subsided, and right now he's comfortable in his role and playing very well.
You speak to Justin Jefferson's ability to judge the ball in the air and know when to go and make those catches.
It's phenomenal. Not bad for a 2-star recruit. You know what I mean? But you know what? We saw that in camp. We saw it in camp. I remember right here. He ran a sluggo route, and everybody was cheering and caught the pass. He did a great job in camp, and our coaches saw that in him. Could we predict he was going to be this great? No. But I think that he is very, very competitive, and I think that's what sets him apart.
Are these the two biggest lines you will have played this season?
Most talented, I do believe. I can't say the most talented, not more talented than Auburn. I'm not going to say that, but they're very well coached. They've been in a lot of big games. I think they're very talented. I'm not going to say it's their best lines we've been, because we've been against Auburn. I think. No, they may. I don't know that. I don't know. I need to check. If you get any bigger than Derek Brown, I hate to play against them. You know what I'm saying? But those guys from Auburn was by far the best defensive line we've seen.
You were talking about the way they disguise on defense, Clemson and Venables. Are there moments this season that you remember the offensive staff and Burrow problem solving through those kinds of things?
Yeah, when they put 7 DBs in Auburn. Against Auburn, we had never seen it. And we had to, we ran the ball against them. We couldn't throw the ball very well against them. We had to adjust to the run, and we ran the ball off tackle. There wasn't anybody off tackle, and I thought Clyde had a tremendous game. So we had to fight, scratch, and claw in that game. Yep.
What would Curry's usage be in the national championship if Clyde's 100% good to go?
We need to discuss that. It's early. Obviously, he's going to play. We like the way he played. He's going to be second team behind Clyde. We need to discuss that. We haven't discussed that yet. He got second team reps today. We like to play all those backs, but I do believe that I complimented him in front of the team today. There was a time where he was the 4th string back, and he proved to our coaches that he was able to play. Tommy Robinson got him ready to play. Steve Ensminger believed in him, and I thought he did a tremendous job.
3 nights in New Orleans, that's enough? You didn't want to be in there?
No more. That's good enough.
One more for Coach. You trust your team's maturity and everything, how they'll handle being in New Orleans?
No question. No, we're going down there to win the game. That would be an early curfew. There would be no going outside the hotel. There would be nothing but business, and our guys will be ready to go.
Last one, Brooks.
Are there any other? You mentioned there might be more recruits coming in from the class to practice with the team early, like TJ.
Yeah, Cole Taylor was in today. Max Brown was in today. TJ's in today. I don't know when they're going to start. They got to do a couple of school things, get in. But those 3 guys have reported today. I think they're going to practice as soon as they can. They got a couple of little things in school that they got to finish.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys.